Hi everyone, this is Arun here with Liferay tutorials. In the first tutorial we have seen how to configure a Liferay environment. Now we need to understand how to create a site and how to manage users in this second tutorial. Here I have started my Liferay server, Liferay Tomcat, and I have opened up the Liferay UI. Now I need to sign in. In the previous session we have created a user named test, and test@liferay.com was the user credentials. I am using that credentials for logging into Liferay. I am giving as test@liferay.com and password as test. I am just clicking on signing in. Okay, now I have reached over the users logged in. We have successfully logged into the home page. Now we need to understand there is few things: add more, add web content display, add asset publisher, documents, media and display, navigation. Those kind of items are there. Also we have some other things, kind of a portlets and community content management. Each of these things are portlets and some other plugins we can use with Liferay. And the manage thing contains manage page, page layout, page customizations and site settings and site pages. So manage page layout means, later I will be explaining this into more. We can create the page, we can manage the page, like the page theme, the page layout, page templates and font styles. Those items we can manage using the manage page. One moment, it's getting loading. Okay, now it is loaded. So here you can see we have something called look and feel. So click on look and feel. We can change the look and feel of the public pages. So you use the same look and feel for the public pages. I clicked. So define a specific I clicked on define a specific theme, so I can change the theme into classic, and I can install more themes also here. So those kind of activities we can do with Liferay 6.1 over here. And I'm just skipping this because we need to understand one another thing for this. So here we have a control panel. So the control panel is used for the Liferay administration. So first let me go to my public pages. Okay, I'll just go to my public pages and I'll open up my control panel. So I want to explain a bit more things. The Liferay portal gives you something called a theme. So this outline you are seeing over here, the Liferay header and the usernames over here and a footer powered by Liferay, you can see. So all these items comes from a theme. But Liferay tells you, Liferay or any other portal tells you, concentrate only on your business logic which you need to achieve. Like I have a blog portlet here. So this blog portlet only contains the coding for the portlet development. It doesn't contain any styling or something like that. Styling, CSS and all those items, JavaScripts, all those items will be go with my Liferay theme itself. So I can create custom themes for myself, and so the company name is not Liferay. My company name will be something else. When I use some XYZ company name I'll be using, and I'll be creating my own theme, and I'll be using that theme for developing my Liferay portal. Okay, and here is a language portlet, and here is a blogs portlet, and here is a search portlet. So there is three portlets added into my public page. So if I want to add more portlet over here, let me add one social. See, here I have a social. I just want to add a activities. So I am able to add an activities portlet over here. Also I can drag and drop this portlet into the desired place which I want. So I wanted to add in this way, I'll be able to add this. So this is what a Liferay gives you the power. So it is an Ajax driven thing. So you don't need to worry about placing the portlet or styling the portlet. Those activities will be done by Liferay itself. And now let me show you the control panel over here. So here is the control panel. It's getting loading. Here is a control panel. Here we have the main menus like marketplace and my account, and the personal site, that is my private site, and any more sites I can create over here. And here is the portal administration comes. Here in this area I can create and manage my users. As an administrator I can create the users and give some roles, create some user groups, create some roles, and assign roles to some groups. So those activities can be done over here. And here is my server administration comes here, and the server administration includes portal instances, plugin installation, update manager, those activities. And server administration, you can clear some memory, and you can add some you can garbage collect the memory, and you can monitor the how many users are accessing and how it is getting used. So those kind of activities can be done in the server administration. I'm not going into much more details into that. Let me show you only my test account. So if I click on my account, I'll be getting opened with my account details. So I wanted to change my name to something else. I can edit my name, and if I wanted to upload a new image, that is also possible. I can add my image. I can change this particular image into my own image. So let it load. Yeah, now it is getting loaded over here. This is what my user detail, so that is my account, my own account details are here. So I just wanted to give as Mr. Screen name, I wanted to display it as Arun, and the test at liferay.com, I didn't want to remove this. I just want to give my first name as Arun, and middle name as RS, and last name as Chandran. Okay, and the date of birth and all, I'm not going to change anything, and I just click on save. So this data will be saved back, and my name is, you can see directly here, my name, display name is changed into Arun RS Chandran. Okay, so if I want to change my password, I can type the old password over here and new password over here, and enter the password again. So that is also possible. And my organization, currently there is no organizations created by me, and it contains only Liferay Los Angeles. It's by default it is created. here is the sites. A user can have some sites, or he might not be into some sites. So a sites is nothing but websites which we can create for some collaboration or something. And here we have user groups of this particular user and the roles of this particular user. This user is having three roles: administrator and power user and normal user. And categorization we can do, and identification, addresses, phone numbers, and all those details can be given by this particular user's account. So again I am switching back to my account. So here is the things. Again, once again I am explaining you from this Arun RS Chandran area. This earlier it was test the user area. You can click on my account and you will be able to edit the account details. And once again I'm showing you the my pages, and this is what about my pages. So my pages is containing my page look and feels. I have only public page welcome. So if I wanted to add a page as public, I can add one more page over here, and that will be my one more public page, and I'll be able to access, and I can change the theme over here, and I can change the color schemes. Yeah, those items I can do from here. Okay, I just don't want to go more detail into that. Okay, let's coming into, I'm just moving it, striking it out. Okay, the main area which we need to concentrate is we have to manage our users and organizations. Means when we are collaborating in a website, something kind, if you suppose we are using a news website. So our main goal is news need to be many newses need to be published every day, and some editors will be uploading the newses, and they will be editing the content and sending it for some approvals, and that is internally inside organization this is happening. And one final moment the manager or the publisher is setting this as a published news. That time it need to be shown into the website. So that is called a workflow, and that is an internal organization activities in between different users and in between different user roles or different user levels. So that can be done using Liferay. So for that we need to create some users and organizations. So here we have users and organizations. Here we can have sites. Here we have site templates, page templates, user groups, roles and password policies, portal settings, custom fields, monitoring and plugins configuration, mobile device rules. Now right now it is an HTML5 world we are seeing, and we are supporting more on mobile devices. So that's why a mobile device rules comes here. Liferay also supporting HTML5. So here I am clicking on users and organization. Let's see how we can create a user. So here I have reached over here in this page, and here I can have a user and a regular organization and a location. This I'll be explaining later. Right now we'll be creating a user. I'm going to create a user, clicking on add user. I just giving master, screen name. What I'll give screen name as XYZ, and his birthday, let it be there, and he's a male, and email address xyz@liferay.com. His job title editor, first name XYZ, middle name I don't want to give, and last name I don't want to give. Okay, I just saving this detail. So this particular one will create me a user named XYZ. Now how this XYZ user will be able to log in? the thing is that I can create a password for him because I am an administrator. I logged in as an administrator. I created this user. I can add a new password for him. So now I am giving the password as test and saving the changes back. Now this XYZ user is created. Let us see. And this user is not associated with any roles. He only have roles power user. He doesn't have any other roles. He is not an administrator. He doesn't have any other roles. I'll show you how we will be accessing his page. Localhost colon 8080 in another browser I have opened, and now I need to sign in as XYZ. So now XYZ at liferay.com and password test. Clicking on signing in, I'll be able to sign in, but now I need to agree with the Liferay terms and conditions. Now I already given a password, but that is created by the administrator. The user need to change his password. Again, I am giving it as test. Let us see what will happen. It will not allow you to create the same password, because please enter some other password which is different from old password. I am giving it as test. No, I am giving it as XYZ. Okay, so it's better always remembering the name, the user name and the password as same. Okay, so now he's also asking for some security question. I'm giving that answer as XYZ and again clicking on save. So now let's see, go to, he is having, see now what is the difference between the administration login and other normal user login. See, if a normal user is logging in over here, you don't have any add portlet or add pages or manage pages, those kind of activities you cannot do. Also, you don't have many controls over the other sites because you didn't assign with any other sites. So you have only control panel. Let us see how his control panel look like. See, that is also he is having only his account and he can edit his account details and only his personal site details. So that is the only thing he can edit. But in the meantime, we are seeing here with the user privilege with administrator. He is having portal, he is having marketplace, he is having his own profile, he is having some other user profile and server administration and the controls over there in the home pages. We have seen those items. So that and all possible by an administrator. That is the difference between a normal user and that is a power user and a administrator user. Administrator user is having more privilege, but here this is enabled. Right now this is enabled because this is his own public page, this particular users XYZ's particular user page, so that he can add more items over here because it's his page. It's not another page, but administrator can edit anyone's page. Administrator can edit or manage. So this page is editable because this is XYZ users public page, or this is my private pages. I am clicking XYZ users private page. If I am taking, this is possible to edit his own private pages. So he'll be, so that's why this icons are enabled. Okay, that's about creating a user. Now I will show you the same place in administration window, users and organization. Click on add. You can add regular organization and a location organization. So what is the difference between regular organization and a location organization? A regular organization means something kind of a company. a company, Liferay. Liferay is a company. So Liferay is a regular organization. Suppose Liferay India or Liferay Chennai or Liferay Trivandrum or Liferay Bangalore or Liferay Kolkata or Liferay Noida and Liferay USA, Liferay Sri Lanka, Liferay Colombo, Liferay Canada, Liferay Australia. So these things we are regulating this. We are consuming our organization into different places, and these different places, each of these different places can be taken as a simple organization. Like Liferay Australia is an organization. Inside in Australia only those people are working, but it is having the parent organization as a Liferay. So what we will create is, we will create a regular organization and will create its child organization. So let me create the regular organization. So I just need a organization name. Okay, so here I am going to create an organization name. I am going to create as test organization, and this is, I have selected this as a regular organization, and if I have more organization I can select my parent organization. When I create the location organization, I will show you how I am going to select the parent organization. So just I am giving on save this test organization created. Here I have organization site. If I want to create a site, just click on here, and this will be a site is created for test organization. Okay, so now I'm saving this. Your request completed successfully, you can see, and this is what my organization details and organization site. I just want to create a site. Clicking on the create site, public pages, and intranet site or community site. So what I wanted to give is, I wanted to give as a public community site. Enable propagation changes from the site template. I am just creating a community site for my organization. Okay, see, now my organization's public page is created. If I wanted to open this, I can see this is what my organization public page. You will see the test organization name on the right hand side. See, here you have the test organization on name on the right hand side, and something by default, some portlets and all those things it is taken over here, and I can manage this data, this portlets or some other different portlets I wanted to use, I can use that. Okay, let's close this first. And the organization categorization, phone numbers, address, and all those details can be changed over here. I am just clicking on view all back because I wanted to see the users and organization. See, now we have created a organization, test organization. Here is an action. We can manage our site, we can assign organization roles, assign users, add regular organization, add location. Those kind of activities can be done over here. Now we need to create a location organization. We need to see how to create a location organization. I am just clicking on add location organization. This location I am going to give as test organization Canada. Okay, I just give as test organization Canada. This is a type as location. Country, I can select Canada as the country. So in Canada, this particular location organization is and residing, and in British Columbia, the location, the region is British Columbia. So all these details is given by Liferay itself. And now here I am selecting my parent organization. I just wanted to select my parent organization as test organization. So now the test organization is the parent organization for test organization Canada, and I'm saving this. Okay, now it is saved, and let us create a site for this particular guy, and creating a community site, saving this. Okay, see, now test organization Canada has been created, and he is also having the same portlets which we have seen in the test organization. We can change this according to our requirement. Okay, and let us go back to the view all and how it is displayed over here. Let us see that. I just click on view all. See here only one organization, test organization, but it is having a one sub organization. So for managing the sub organization, we need to click on the test organization, and now we have the test organization Canada. So we can manage this test organization details, kind of some sites or users or something, those kind of activities can be done from here. Here I wanted to add a user into this particular organization. Okay, first I wanted to add a user, means I can create a new user and add into this organization, but I don't want to use that. I already have a user XYZ. Let's go to the XYZ user and his organizations. I till now I didn't selected any organization for this XYZ user. Here I am selecting a organization, that is test organization for my XYZ user, and now this organization is added to XYZ and saving. Okay, now let's go back to XYZ users window. Let us see how this site looks like. His organization is ordered also came over here. He is having his test organization. Now he can be seeing, he'll be able to see this test organization. Earlier he doesn't have this his organization over here. So I'll be showing one more thing. We are going to add one more organization, that is test organization Canada for him. So he will be added into two organizations. Now what we will see from his, I am just refreshing his home and just go to see, here it is added test organization Canada. This is how we can create community sites and organization sites, and creating users and managing the users can be done in this way. There is one more thing, we can create user groups over here. That is one more important thing. We can create a user group. I just wanted to add a user group. There is no user groups created by me. I just want to add a user group. So I just want to add user group as Liferay editors. Okay, I just copy this and pasting it in the description, and a public pages community site, and saving this. Now a user group will be created with names Liferay editors. So if I wanted to edit this user groups details, I can again come back to here and edit this details, and I'll open up this page, just the public page of Liferay editors user group. So this is what the user group public page. Okay, and again going back, let us see how we can manage this user groups. So we have permissions for this user group, site permissions, which any sites we need to give some permission, we can give, and manage site pages and sites public page, assign members, and all those things can be done over here. First I wanted to show you a permission. How I will give a permission. So right now he is having only owner permission. So if I wanted to give a power user permission, we can give a power user permission, and power user permission is, power user doesn't have any permissions, only owner is having permissions for assigning members, deleting members, and managing accounts. Permission management also only owners can do that, and update and view. So all these things can be added to only owner. But if I wanted to give a power user also able to assign members, then power user also be able to assign members into this particular user group. So I don't want to do that. I just going back, and let us see how to assign members. I'm just assigning members here. I don't have any member association here. I just want to go back. Okay, here I have site permissions also. In the site permission also, only owner can manage the site data. So the community, the user group community site data can be changed by only the owner. So that is also fine. I just go back and will create some roles. There is already this many roles: administrator, guest, organization owner, organization user, power user. Those kind of items are there. I just want to create a regular role or a site role. So these are the items: site role, organization role, these kind of. I just wanted to create a regular role. I want to create the role as Liferay editor role. Okay. I just want to give editor role. Okay, Liferay. Just want to give this. Save. So now this role will be getting created. Now you can see the editor role over here, and you can give permissions for this particular role. He is having owner, the particular role is having owner role. He can assign members only if a user is the owner, then he can assign users into this particular user roles. So that is what about roles, user groups, and any user groups also will be can be assigned. User groups also can be associated with some roles. We have some organization role, site role, and regular role. The regular role can be added to any user groups. So that's all about the second session, and this is all about Liferay administration. And now we need to start our development activities, kind of plugin development. We have plugins like Liferay themes, Liferay portlets, Liferay hooks, Liferay EXTs, Liferay templates, layouts. So those kind of items we need to create using using our development environment. We are going to use Liferay IDE, that is Liferay. Liferay is providing an Eclipse version, Eclipse IDE for development purpose. So that will be quite easy, and we will be using Liferay SDK. See you in the next session. Thank you for viewing my Liferay tutorial. Thank you.